Alrighty, what's cracking YouTube? Matty here for RC Anonymous. I think this is, it's been a while, so I'll do a little bit of a video and say hi. So currently what's going on here at home is the DBXLE is on the bench, getting fiddled with, of course. We blew a bearing out and my rear boots were just clapped to the crap house. So that's all been sorted. Tom let me pinch a couple of his Fast Eddie's bearings. He had a little kit at home, so thank you, Tom. So now I've got to replace them. That's all good. And then over in here, I've got the motor out. And then why have I got the motor out? Well, we got a 14-tooth pinion to try on here. If it fudges with my temps too much and I can't keep doing the skids I was doing as relentlessly as I was doing them, I will be returning it to 12-tooth. We're going to try 14-tooth because ultimately this thing for me is just to do skids. Like, it has been so much fun and so reliable, all things considered. Like bearings, like that's just going to happen regardless. I don't have a lot of luck with bearings. I kill bearings quite regularly. But yeah, no, this thing's been wicked. But, stupid me, I've stripped this screw here. Yep, I've stripped it. So my morning is going to involve soldering iron and some pliers, and we're going to try that to begin with. And we're just going to say, it's just going to work, YouTube. It's going to work. We're going to get it out, and that's that, because, yes, we're just going to get it out. There's no other scenario. It's coming out. So that's going to be sweet. And then we'll put this 14 on there. What else? So, hold on a sec. Alright, so bam. What the hell is going on here? Yes, I know, YouTube, I know. The reason I thought I'd add this, I was not going to add this part to the video, but this is for you, Steve. So shout out to Steve-O. This was the UDR I was loaned from Mild to Wild to go get some footage of. This thing has a Castle XL2 in there and runs on 8S with a Futaba 7PX remote. So there's no driver assists. This thing runs a spool in the rear end, and it was just too much. It was insane on 8S. You just couldn't drive it. Like, it was just not working for me anyway. I tweaked the suspension, this and that. It would have been a lot better if I was running with the sway bar, but unfortunately, a few minutes into having this thing in my possession, the sway bar was broken. Other bits that ended up breaking on this guy was tail shaft, so that's why they give you a spare tail shaft. Lost the little giblets inside there, the uni parts, whatnot, the pin and that, so that sort of sucks. And we munted a front CVD. This is not, there we go with focusing, yeah, it's terrible, but anyway, munted one of them. I'll throw in a few little snips of it driving now. So here we go.
Spent 15 years, 15 years till his liver exploded. Now it's Bob gonna do now that he can't. The doctor said, what you been thinking about? Bob said, that's the point. I won't think about nothing. Now I gotta do something else. Now's the time and someone shaving. Then he got a new identity. 62 old and pushing boots and a girl who rides a scooter to take him out of town. They would get away, riding around as the trucks go
go.
Just what? I'm the kind of guy who knows just what to do. When the doctor tells him to quit your drinking, now's the time. Will he ever walk the line? To all my friends that feel just great, will he ever walk the line? Kicking ass and busting heads, red suspenders. Once a day he shaved his head, but will he ever walk the line? 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 Or will he ever walk the line?
Righto, so that was about that. Yes, thank you very much, Mild to Wild, for the opportunity. Driving this thing is absolutely insane. You make a crazy RC, Joe. You certainly do. So we'll put him away now. All right, that's better. Right, next bit. So the Mild to Wild birthday thingy was pretty awesome. There was a lot of people there, a lot of things for sale. I managed to find this guy under one of the tables for sale. $20, ladies and gents. I have a piece of, this is Australian racing history for you American boys over there, people from other countries. This is it's what we call a Tirana. So, well, I have to build an RC to go underneath this. So I think we're going to be doing a touring car, 110 of course, and let's just see where that goes. Given the fact that this is Brocky, we're going to have to make this fast, I realise that. I'm going to have to do a good job on it, so I'll start where it's going to take me a few months, so we'll see where it goes, but you guys will definitely see what we do with this Tirana here, that is for sure. Stuff it, why not? Here's a few little snippets of what it was like at Mild to Wild on the weekend.
Really good to see all the support from everybody, and I really wanted to give back a little bit for the last 10 years of support we've had, so that's why we're giving away these guys today, just a bit of a thank you and give everybody a reason to come down and check out what we're doing. So got plenty of people in the draw. I've got everybody's names written down here, and I'm just going to use a random number generator to bring up the lucky number. So if I call out a number, I'll just see what name it's associated with and call out. If the person's not present, we're going to redraw so that we can give these things away today. Now, one of them's given away to all the in-store purchases, so if you've made a purchase in-store, you've got an entry into the draw or more. And the other one's going to our online customers. So, and that would go to an Evan Downey. I believe I might have seen Evan Downey.
Yeah!
All right, number is 336. Which is a Brock McKenna. Brock is probably not here, so it's going to be a bit of a fizzer, but he won't know if we play with it before he gets it.
Righto, so that was, just a bit of a look at the weekend, Mild to Wild. It was a great day. Met some new people, which was really cool. You're going to see a bash coming up ever so shortly. So pretty much after this video goes up, I'm going to upload another one. And it's a bash with Evan. He won the TRX4, and he's rocking a Losi 5R WRC. It's at the mini body, the hostels on it, and big ass castle brushless setup inside it. It's still running mechanical brake. It was awesome. And also he pulled out 26cc Losi 5B. I was lucky enough to be allowed to drive that. I had a little bit of a drive with it, and wow, it was very kick-ass. Just having the power band again, I guess you miss that, and you notice that straight away, dropping from brushless back to gas. Just having that power band, like brushless is always sort of on. It's just different. It's a different feel. It's cool. Bringing it up into high rev while we're skidding is awesome fun. And surprisingly, well, for me it was surprising, but that 26cc with the silence pipe on it, it's good air filter and shit, churned nicely. That was right with me with the Losi DBXLE on 8S running stock gearing. Like, it was anyone's game. So I had a bit more power, but top speed was very close and, sort of a car length in it. But the 5B, well, it's steering. It runs 2 massive servos for its steering. Mechanical brake again. It had the handling there. The Losi DBXLE handles kick-ass, don't get me wrong, but that 5B, that was... put it this way, it's now on the to-do list, guys. Right, 5B is on the to-do list. Yeah, damn, we're gonna aim for 2/5, 215s. Anyway, right before I let you all go, we're sitting here staring at a MST RMX 2.0S. Where it's at currently, I had to pull the 5700 kV motor out because it was playing up, and I put 3800 in there. Much better, much smoother. I have lost wheel speed, obviously. I've lost that bit of top end there. I'm going to open the 5700 up. I believe it's got a bad bearing. Replace the bearing, and I'll swap it back around. Now, what else was I going to do? Oh, I've got a spool in the rear, and I actually want more traction. And with the spool, I'm not getting much traction at all, to be quite honest. So I'm going to put the ball diff in. I believe, from what I've been reading, I'm going to gain a bit more traction, and it's still going to drift. It's just going to drift a bit nicer. So we're going to try it anyway. I've got optional diff gears that I can put on that ball diff if I want, and I'm going to start playing around with that. All in all, it's a cool thing. The burn effect's been giving me some dramas, and I'm troubleshooting that at the moment, and I don't really mind because I enjoy troubleshooting this sort of stuff. But when I have it plugged in and I'm giving it massive hard throttle, after about 10 seconds or so, I'll lose power to the servo and to the ESC briefly. So it's sort of like browning out, or it's overloading and drawing all the power out. So do I need a bigger back? I don't know. There's a lot wired in. So this is where you start adding all this extra shit in. It starts adding up what you need to do to make it all run together, I guess. So the Sidewinder 3, the boom racing gyro, the back, the Savox servo, you've got a 12 LED light kit, then you've got this smoke machine where you plug the battery into the smoke machine, then the smoke machine into the ESC. Right, we've got a lot going on. It's a 2S battery I run, 4600 mAh. They're a 90C, the graphene shorty pack. Very happy with the batteries, but yeah, the burn effect is not getting enough, obviously. Too much is going on while I run that. If I disconnect the burn machine, everything's going sweet. So it's definitely when I add this in. What I'm going to do as my first point of troubleshooting is next time I run it, I'm going to fit that 12S PAV Racing cat pack to this thing and see what happens there. I'm not worried at all. Temps, like, it is lukewarm to touch running this setup. A whole pack, just hard throttle. That motor is lukewarm. ESC as well. There's nothing there. So let's go big boy cat pack and see if that helps me out. I'll be a little bit worried if it doesn't, but whatevs. Righto, guys, that's enough rambling. Losi vid coming up. Yeah, hope you're all doing very well. I'll catch you all later. What I usually do now is while I'm on shift is I'll just answer comments in my lunch breaks. I just really don't have a lot of time at the moment, but some other things are in the mix, so fingers crossed, everything changes. Who knows what's going to happen, guys. But yeah, have a good one, everyone, and I'll talk with you later. Matty out for RC Anonymous.